Welcome, and let's get started. My name's Nicole Nardi, and today we will be doing an assistive technology device demonstration and review. Today we will be reviewing the Tobii Dynavox Compass application. First, we have the assistive technology review portion. I'll give you an overview of the device, what it does, who it's used for, some features and functions. Then we'll go into some screenshots and videos of how to set up and get started with the application and what the website has to offer. And we'll go into a demonstration portion of the presentation. What it is. The Tobii Dynavox Compass application is an augmentative and alternative communication device. It's a research-based application, and it has multiple options of software. iPad application, which will be discussed today throughout this presentation, which can be installed on any iPad or tablet Android device. Dynavox devices. So Tobii Dynavox offers a multitude of devices, small, big, eye gaze, the Tobii 5, and so on. These can be located on their website, which I'll give you later in the presentation, or through your local Tobii Dynavox representative. You can also get the Tobii Dynavox Compass application installed on a device instead of on an iPad or tablet. Tobii Dynavox also offers multiple versions of the Compass application. There's a free version, which is limited in what it has to offer, limited screens, limited vocabularies, limited edits, and so on. It offers a free 30-day trial, which is one of the best perks I can say about this application. Most communication devices or communication applications don't offer a free trial for 30 days. So in the event you're working with an individual, doing an assessment, trying to figure out the best communication needs, oftentimes you want to trial multiple devices. The Dynavox Compass application offers this, whereas other applications don't always. It's the entire application. You can make edits, you can change pages, you can add pictures, topics, and so on. I'll show you more about what the application can do later in the presentation. It also offers a professional application and an application that can be installed on your computer. What it does. The Dynavox Compass application provides a means of communication for individuals who are unable to or have difficulty using their natural voice to communicate. So individuals who are nonverbal, individuals who have apraxia, and so on. For those of you who don't know, apraxia is a motor planning disorder, so oftentimes individuals have limited speech or their speech is very unintelligible. The Dynavox Compass application can be individually programmed to meet the needs of all individuals, depending on the level that they're at. You have the option to do visual scene-based technology or core vocabulary, symbol, word, and phrase-based technology. This is a wonderful feature that the Dynavox Compass app offers because individuals who cannot use core vocabulary, don't do well with symbols, are not at that word level, can have a screen of a visual scene. So it can be a bathroom, a kitchen, any place, and hotspots are located on the screen. I'll show you more of this feature later on in the presentation also. Who can use it? The Compass application can be used with anybody who has difficulty communicating independently using their natural voice. Tobii Dynavox specifically designed this application for individuals who have autism, cerebral palsy, have had a stroke or traumatic brain injury, apraxia, Down syndrome, ALS, or other neurological and developmental challenges. Some features of the application. The Compass application offers multiple page sets, which were specifically designed by clinicians themselves. It offers varied levels of communication vocabularies to meet the needs of most individuals. It's extremely easy to personalize any page set, edit, hide, color code, icons, buttons, make hotspots, and so on. It comes with pre-stored communication, so you have a variety of pictures, symbols, words, and phrases already pre-programmed in the device, in addition to having the accessibility to add your own. It comes with built-in supports for individuals who may have behavioral issues or who may have difficulty in conversation with a communication partner. You have the ability to write scripts as well. Finally, it comes with quick fires and quick phrases, which are frequently used words or phrases to make communication quick and easy. So let's say you're in the bathroom and you need help. You could go to quick fires and you have a phrase that says, I need help. It's that easy. Some resources that Tobii Dynavox offers. If you click the link in the presentation itself, My Tobii Dynavox, it'll bring you to the Dynavox website. There is your online personal storage. It also offers the personal cloud where you can back up your device or devices and have access to them at any time or anywhere. It gives you accesses to resources, and it's your own personal account. The website itself does so much. I'm still looking into if you're able to create page sets online and transfer them to the device itself. This is something I'm still working on, so later on or in another presentation, I'll have more information on that. The website also gives you access to webinars, a community of individuals and blogs for online support, various downloads and updates the Compass application requires. It has startup videos, a how-to guide, anything and everything you need is located on the device. All of the information you need will be stored here on the My Dynavox website. This is my specific page. However, if you create your own page, it will look similar to this. So you have access to downloads, trainings, resources, and documentation. You can download picture word power directly from the website onto your computer, which you can then put onto your device. It gives you access to the store and support or things in the local community. So once you download the Dynavox Compass application, install it on your device, and open the application, this screen pops up. Congratulations, you have completely set up your Tobii Dynavox device. What I loved about this was an orientation for help popped up, your My Tobii Dynavox tab popped up, in addition to your resources tab. So let's take a look at what it can do. You have your orientation screen. You have your My Tobii Dynavox screen. And you have your resources screen, telling you everything that it offers. It gives you a wonderful orientation video to help you become comfortable with your Tobii Compass application. And she goes through a variety of things, like how to get started, where things are located, what levels you can have, etc. This is your About Me page. You can ask what's your name. You have tabs at the top. You can make comments. You can give personal information. Over here, it has your topics, quick fires, quick phrases, core vocabulary, word lists, a keyboard, and your personal dashboard. Once you click the Let's Get Started or Let's Get Started to Communicate button, the green button on the previous screen, it'll bring you to your Customize Content screen. One feature I loved about the Dynavox Compass app was that it offered you a questionnaire. If the professional decides to do the questionnaire, it will help you find the best vocabulary set or version of the application to use with a specific individual. It's short, it's sweet, you answer the questions, and it will help you match the program to the individual. Oftentimes, when working with assistive technology or communication applications more specifically, you don't always match the individual to the specific app perfectly. This gives you a step above that, offering a questionnaire. Let's take a look. Considering the individual who will use the system, how do you best describe their use of symbols? That's an important question when matching an AAC device to an individual. Can they understand symbols? Do they do better with photographs? How often do they use them? What is their understanding? It asks about their need for help communicating. Do they need a lot of help? Are they able to communicate more independently? How often do they communicate? Do they use a keyboard? These are all important questions when matching the individual with the technology. Very big pro that Dynavox offered when putting together the Compass application. It continues with 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the questionnaire consists of 6 questions. Once you've completed the questionnaire, it will tell you what level is recommended for the individual you're assessing. It'll also give you the approximate amount of topics that you should choose for the device, and it will give you things to think about, such as the individual's daily schedule, what they like to talk about, things that are motivating, and so on. It also offers help in selecting topics. So you would click the blue button, select topics, and it'll bring you to a list of topics you can scroll through. All topics can be edited, modified, or changed to meet the needs of the specific individual. Here are a list of the topics offered with the Compass application. About me, you can change, you can reset, you can link it, you can make it visible. You can scroll through the list and see that there's a variety of environments or topics you can choose for the individual. Do they need it at home? Do they need it at school? Do they need it out in the community? It gives you a variety of topics that have quick fire phrases, quick fire vocabularies, but also have buttons surrounding that specific topic, which can be really beneficial for the individual, which is something that Dynavox Compass app offers and other communication programs do not. Let's start with the demonstration portion of this presentation. So let's open the Compass application, and while it's loading, throughout the demonstration I'll tell you pros and cons, things that I liked and didn't like about the application, what I think it could do better, what I think it does great, and my favorite features. So let's start by talking about the left column, which has multiple tabs. From top to bottom, it has your settings, topics, quick fires, quick phrases, core, wordless, keyboard, and your dashboard. Your settings has your page browser, an editor, access methods, camera, remotes, levels, anything and everything you need to edit or modify the settings or pages. topics. Here are a bunch of topics I picked for the purpose of this demonstration. When you click the topic, everything related to the topic pops up. About me. I can tell you my name, personal information, how old I am. I can make comments when in conversation. I can talk about my family. I can talk about my device, and I can talk about my friends. Asking for help. Bathroom. Choices. Movies. Feelings. Needs. Sensory. And snacks. One thing I didn't like about the topics pages was that each page needed to be scrolled. There wasn't an option to keep the page stagnant with a more button in one of the corners. All of the buttons seemed to be all on one page, which could be good for some users, but difficult for others. One thing I loved about the topic pages were your options at the top, where you have supports. The Compass application offers positive behavioral supports. So you have a built-in visual timer, clean up for snack schedules, making Kool-Aid, making pudding. So you can follow recipes, you can follow sequences, and each is customized for the specific topic. So if you go to choices and you go to supports, you have supports for different choices you make. First then board, a token board. The visual timer is consistent amongst all of them. Another thing I liked most about all of the topic boards was your ability to create a script. You can create a dialogue or you can create a monologue. You can have a conversation with somebody else and it scripts out how to have the conversation. So in addition to using your communication device, you can also facilitate and teach having a conversation. All of the boards can be modified, color-coded, or edited to meet the needs of the individual. So although each page needs to be scrolled and there's not an option really to add more pages, you can delete or hide buttons as needed. So all of these buttons don't need to appear, so you can create it how you want it. So let's go back to the asking for help. As you see, some buttons are missing. You can scroll, but on this main top screen, I've hidden some buttons. So now I'm going to show you how to edit the device. Touch the 3 buttons in the right-hand corner. As you can see, I've hidden some buttons. It's quite simple. You just touch the button. You can edit content, font, layout, style, access, or miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is where it's hidden. You click hidden, touch the screen anywhere, and it hides the button. If you want it to come back, you just go to miscellaneous, unhidden, and it brings it back. It's really simple and easy to edit all of the buttons. You can make them a different color. You can change the font size. You can change the font type, which is something I really liked about the program. One thing I didn't like about the program was you don't have the ability to edit multiple buttons at one time. So if I click the editing feature, I can only click one button and it brings me back to the screen. Some other AAC device applications I've worked with, you can highlight multiple buttons and color code them all, or change the border, or change the font, and you don't have to do one at a time. So that was something that I didn't like about the program. If you go to quick fires, these are quick, simple, easy things and words that you would want to say all the time. Yes, no, good, sorry. So they're quick and easy, simple communication words or phrases that you can say anytime, anywhere. You have quick phrases where you can say a whole phrase. I don't feel well. I'm uncomfortable. I want something to eat. I need to take a break. Also quick and easy, accessible, anytime, anywhere. Core. Here's your core vocabulary where you can create sentences for your wants and your needs. I want more. You touch the speak button and it speaks your sentence. This was a con about the Compass application that I did not like. For individuals who have motor issues or difficulty moving their fingers or their arms, touching that small little green button is complicated. Sometimes you'd like to touch the sentence strip, or once you finish typing your sentence, it can speak for you, or eliminating the sentence strip altogether. I haven't found a way to do that using this app, so currently this is something I did not like. Word lists. You have different folders containing different vocabularies. Each folder, has different vocabularies within them. So you can say, I want more boat. You can play with the boat. If you want to clear your sentence strip, you just touch clear. Go back to your word lists. And you can access another one. Another thing I loved was the categorization. It's categorized. You have actions and animals and body parts, and every vocabulary that you could possibly need is broken down for you already. I did not like the layout at the top of the screen. I found it to be very complicated, very busy, and not so easy on the eye. And I also liked how you couldn't move the folders or buttons to different areas. In other programs, when you hold it down, the button's easily movable, but here when I hold it down, it just opens the tab. Something that I didn't really like about the program. Keyboard for individuals who can type messages. And then you have your dashboard. So you can have your photo albums, video models, you can change the volume, you can get some help, you can calculate things, and one of my favorites was this whiteboard where you can just draw anything you want on the screen. You can write notes. You can draw pictures. It just gives you a really fun, easy way to communicate if there's something that you want to say that's not on your board or not on your screen. You can erase it and then go right back. So this is the core vocabulary, words, pictures, and symbols portion of the application. The next demonstration will show you some visual scenes that you can use if the student or individual you're working with is not at word level. So now we're going to take a look at some visual scenes that can be created and used using the Dynavox Compass application. So if you look at the screen, it's similar to the one we reviewed earlier. However, your topics, quickfires, word lists, core vocabulary, and other buttons are all on one screen. What I do like about this is if you look in the top right hand corner, you'll see a next page button with an arrow. This was the more button I was talking about lacking in the previous demonstration, but it's in the visual scenes, which is a bonus. So we'll just click on asking for help. And if you see the yellow box located around the girl on the floor, I'll click it. And it's a hotspot. So it's how to ask for help. So close, I can click it. Can we stop? Understand, write it down, different ways you can ask for help. So if we go back, we'll go to movies and television. You can talk about it. Talk about what you're watching, what you think about it. Talk about the movies. You can even change these buttons and put simple requests. So you can put movies that the individual likes to watch. You can put the remote control. You can put sitting on the couch. You can really make any hotspot a hotspot. It still offers you supports. And it also offers you general buttons. You still have access to quickfires, a keyboard, quick phrases, personal needs, your dashboard, your word lists, which look a little bit different here, but similar. You have next page, so you're not having to scroll. And each page or each vocabulary or page set depends on the level of the individual you're working with. There's level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each level comes with different core vocabularies, different page sets, different visual screens, different hotspots, which is one of the really great features about this application. It's very well rounded, and you can fit the needs of most individuals. It gives you a wealth of information to work with and a really strong button base, really strong vocabulary base, really strong picture base and symbol base. You can even take pictures of your own and add them to the application. Some other awesome features about the Dynavox Compass application are the remotes. If you go to your dashboard and you click remotes, it gives you different places remotes would be used. Living room. You have a remote to control your television, you have a remote to control your DVD player, and you have a simple remote to control your television. So you can use your communication device not only as a communication device, but you can also use it as an environmental device to help control different things in your environment. You have a photo album, access methods, vocabularies, and much more. Thank you for joining me today to review the Tobii Dynavox Compass application. The application offers so many page sets, so much information, and so many settings that it's impossible to cover in one review or demonstration. I look forward to learning more about this application and trialing it with a variety of individuals I work with. Thank you.